That's not the kind of hill we're talking about. The kind of hill we're talking about is The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. This is a book that I have a love-hate relationship with. I love it because it's a great book, and I want to have great editions of this book for my collection, for my shelves. The problem is, I came along too late for Suntup Edition's numbered edition. I'm a numbered holder for Suntup Edition, but I was too late. And the Haunting of Hill House Suntup numbered edition tends to go closer to $1,500 on the secondary market, closer to $1,500 than I like. So I don't have that one yet, but I'm putting it on my list. Now, Centipede Press has also a limited edition of The Haunting of Hill House, and that one's closer to $3,000 than I like, and I'm probably never going to see it any less than that, so that one's not on my list. But then suddenly, lo and behold, the Folio Society comes down like a beautiful princess who has a weird fetish for kissing frogs and kisses me right on the lips and turns me, before this green frog can turn red from blushing, I bam, 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 mashed the buttons and found a limited edition of the Folio Society's Haunting of Hill House. The numbered edition. I got the email, I jumped on, I bought it along with whatever happened to be in my box at the time, which hopefully is in this box as well, another book I bought with it. Jumped on, bought it, and then I felt lucky. Finally, fate went my way. I got a copy coming. I didn't even pay attention to see if it was ready to ship or anything like that. I've never bought a limited edition Folio Society book before. I've got quite a few Folio Society books on my shelf. Some came directly from them. Some were secondary market purchases. This is my first limited edition. Put my list down. That's an important part. But I didn't have any copies of this book, and I don't have any limited edition copies. So this is going to be my first. I'm excited to see what it looks like. I'm excited to see all about it. So before we go too much farther, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, unboxing time is here. Here she goes. Now, if my math is correct, there should be 2 books in this box. I'm going to try to show you The Haunting of Hill House, and then the other book I'm going to save for another day. So it's not a twofer. It's a one for you for, twofer for me for. So without any further ado, let's see what The Haunting of Hill House limited edition looks like. This is a book from a box from the Folio Society. It came all the way from the United Kingdom, and I live in the United States, in Florida, to be more a little bit more precise. It took a little bit of a beating. I hope that it's packaged well and my stuff is protected. That's a $400 book, The Haunting of Hill House, and I want to make sure that it's in good shape. I don't want to have to mess with trying to get a limited edition book replaced or anything like that. So hoping for the best. Fingers crossed. If I can get it open, I'm gonna rip, do a little rippage. If I can get it open, we'll see what we got. There you go. Maybe if you cut the tape, the box will open for you. Maybe. Let's see how she looks. All right, so covering my books, I got some of this stuff. It looks like bees have been nesting in my box. Looks like bees have been nesting. I'm going to hide this because I don't want you to see the other book that's in here. That's for a later date. That's for another one of these things. I don't want to get into it. Needless to say, there was another book that I don't have that I wanted for my collection. And this purchase just gave me the excuse to do so. It's like, I don't know what it's like. But let's see what I got in here. All right. So one book's hid and the other one is Voila! I got number 127. And as you can see, this book is wrapped in a type of a gift wrap type paper, almost like a present. I almost don't want to open it, but I do. That's just what we do. We open stuff. So I'm going to open this like a present, like a kid on Christmas. My first limited edition version of this book, Shirley Jackson's The Haunting of Hill House. There you go. Let's just tear right into it. Tear right into it. So, to start with, we have a paper covered tray case. It opens in the front and it's a magnetic. See that? Magnets. Magnets are miracles. Magnets hold my book closed. Man, it looks good. This is what it's gonna, how would I put this on the shelf? Probably like this. This is what it would look like sitting on the shelf, unless you have more shelf space than I got. Maybe you could display it the right way, but man, I'm almost out of space. I'm more than almost out of space. Practically everything I add means something has to get subtracted at this point. I need more shelves. I need more room. Way it goes. Those are good problems to have for a book collector. Now I'm going to open this up, and inside is what I believe is an exclusive print. So I'm going to set the book aside just for a second. Just for a moment. Un momento, por favor. Set the book aside to see our exclusive print. It's kind of folded up in a piece of paper, almost like an envelope. Not quite. You see how that unfolds there? So for those of you that saw pictures and you were confused about what you're looking at, this is what you're looking at. The print's folded up in an envelope. And there's our exclusive print by Angie Hoffmeister. Angie Hoffmeister is the artist for this book, and that's a beautiful print. Luckily for mine, I mean, if you want to display such things, it would sure look good to display. Mine will probably go back in the envelope, back in the tray case, back with the book, back on the shelf, keep stuff together. Or maybe I'll set it in another separate box that I have for such things. But there's the print that comes along with it. Very nice. Very nice looking print. Now let's see what else is in our tray case. So if you're not paying attention, our tray case only closes one way, just like this. If you close it the other way, you have an overflap underneath. It doesn't go right. So let's open this back up again. And the book inside, wrapped in the same type of tissue paper. Can you see that? So I'm going to pull my little ribbon. There's a little ribbon here. Helps you get the book out of the case. I'll pull that. Set this tray case to the side for now. You get too many things in your hands and you start dropping stuff. And dropping stuff don't go good with things like this. So once again, I don't want to unwrap my book, but that's what we do, man. We unwrap books. So we'll open it up, and I'm excited. This is nice. Every bit as nice as I was hoping for. And there's our Haunting of Hill House. If you see the glistening windows, can you see the glistening? Some of the windows are glistening. So this is bound in screen printed blocked cloth. If you can feel that, feel it. Just feel it. Screen printed cloth. It feels nice, and man, it looks nice. I love that cover. I love the shiny gold. Looks like gilt windows, almost like there's a light on in the house. And then there's the spine. Gosh, it just looks nice. And the back, the other end of the house. Again, look at the window. So the book itself looks great. Oh man, look at these end papers. Holy cow. You can read the description on the website, but it doesn't do justice, man. It just looks doggone good. Neatest end papers I've ever seen. So the introduction in this book is written by Joyce Carol Oates, and let me show you the signature page right off the front, signed by the the introductor, Joyce Carol Oates, as well as the artist, Angie Hoffmeister, the illustrationist, the artist. So there's our signature page, and it's on a separate little leaf that's attached. It's not free floating, but it is attached here on the book. But golly, these look good. You got to see that again. It's shiny. Looks really good. Now let me take a few minutes. I know a lot of the artwork was posted up on the website, but let's show some of this artwork. See what it looks like in person. And there's our title page. Introduced by Joyce Carol Oates, illustrated by Angie Hoffmeister, London, the Folio Society, 2022, the year of The Haunting of Hill House. So first printing, 2022. Hopefully it's the first printing. It's a daggone limited edition version of it. Shirley Jackson, 1959. Illustrations. Wow, it tells the frontis, the pages that the illustrations are on, but I'm going to let my fingers do the walking. Instead of looking up pages, I'm going to try to find some of these illustrations. Shouldn't be too hard because they are full page illustrations. Look at here. Look at how. Boy, look at how. Man, it looks good. I like this book. This was, like I said, I'd never had a Folio Society limited edition book. I couldn't get the Sun Tup edition books just because the price is more than I want to pay for the book. And the Centipede Press, way out of there. So I was hoping that this one would be, sounds bad. And that's not the intention, is to insult this edition at all. But I was hoping that this edition would be good enough to scratch my itch. And it is. I like this book. It's a keeper. Should I ever come across an acceptable price on the Sun Tup Editions book, I'll still get it. But this one is pleasing. It's good enough. But this one is pleasing. It's a limited edition book. It goes on my shelf, and it does. It scratches that itch. And I would say if I was gonna get a limited edition version, a limited edition Folio Society book, this is a great one to get. Limited to 250 copies. That says something. But look at this artwork, the tray case, the covers. So many nice things about this book. I'm really pleased. It cost, new from the Folio Society, it cost $400 plus shipping to United States. For me it was shipping to United States. And like I said, I got another book that was already in my cart to purchase. I've seen these books selling already on eBay in the, I don't know, between $700 and $800 US, I guess it would go. So a lot of folks were disappointed that when they weren't able to get it. And naturally, when you got a limitation of 250 copies, there's going to be a lot of people left out if it's a book that people really want. And that's just the way it is, the way it goes. Believe me, there's a lot of books that I want that I've been left out on. So I know how it feels. And just the way life is. If everybody that wanted a limited edition of anything could have it, it's not a limited edition, and it's suddenly now not quite so desirable anymore. Anyway, this artwork is phenomenal. This is a phenomenal book. Like my very first Folio Society limited edition, I picked a good one. I got lucky. Hey, notice something else? It's a, look at there, spray on the top. But anyway, I got lucky, was able to get this one before it sold out, was able to decide to buy it, hit the buttons, got it coming. It came very fast. I'm very excited, very pleased. I feel lucky I got a good book for the shelf. I can't think of anything negative to say about this. I'm happy, I'm stoked, it's terrific. And without any more lies to tell, I guess I'm just gonna have to go. C'est la vie, baby. Hope you liked my video. Please like and subscribe. And if you don't like my video, I bought it